Welcome to Blacksburg and Virginia Tech, the home of the Hokies. And don't forget, my son, it's time for Enter Sandman. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the #2 team in the country, the Florida Gators, taking on a team looking for its first win, the Virginia Tech Hokies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis. David Pollack and Jesse Palmer will join me shortly. For now, let's enjoy Enter Sandman. On the move from inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. From the wide receiver. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off right?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire. And those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens. But you've got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first conference game in the ACC for your team.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Back to throw, it's Drones. Makes the catch, it's Selden. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. Last season, Kyron Drones really didn't play to the level he or Virginia Tech expected for him. Jesse, what does he need to do to return to his 2023 form?
It's consistency and avoiding the negative plays, avoiding the turnovers, making the throws you're supposed to make. There is no question physically, Kyron Drones has all the tools. And you think back to a year ago, if that Hail Mary stands against Miami and they get that win, maybe the season ends differently for Virginia Tech. This is a special talent. He's got to be more consistent.
The Hokies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. To the ground with the back. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground. Hokie, 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 high, Tech, Tech, VPI got it rolling on the ground.
And Virginia Tech fans love that chant, and they love the physical ground game and the ability to run the football. That's kind of who they are. That's how they're built. Just a tough group of individuals.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And the Hokies can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Caught near the sticks. It's Green. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Fires to the wideout. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Well, I know that one falls incomplete, but as the head coach, you got to still love what you've seen from your quarterback early in this game. He's been accurate, in a great rhythm. To start the game 4 for 5, that's pretty good.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. To the air. It's Drones. Quarterback extends the play. Snagged in the middle. It's Green. Touchdown, Hokies! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. First touchdown of the game in Lane Stadium, and take my hand, the Hokies want to go to Never Never Land.
That is perfect. That's the way you start a ball game. Get the crowd rolling at home, especially these fans. Virginia Tech has some of the best fans in the country.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. They'll start this drive going to the air. The throw to the outside is complete. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Takes the handoff. It's Jackson. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Gators are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Reads it, fires complete. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And that's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion. Scanning the field, it's Lagway. A little screen to the running back.
didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on first and second down because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So let's make sure you take care of the football and find those plays you really like.
Just keep slinging it. Throws to the wideout. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. And the Gators are moving quickly down the field. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
That's a really good-looking run. I tell you, it's not easy to start at the running back position for the Florida Gators. When you think of where they can recruit in the state of Florida and really nationally, they've got a lot of the best around the country in high school wanting to come play here. So it says a lot if you're RB1 in this offense, but this dude shows you why. Speed and playmaking ability all day long.
They'll give it to him again. Can't get him to the ground. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or gang tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
The Gators with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Run in the red zone. It's ball. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for the tackle for loss.
The Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Makes the grab on the left. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Makes the grab. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. To the air, it's Lagway. He caught it. Brought down after the catch at the 4-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
On 1st and goal, they have a chance to answer with a score of their own. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Gators! I can hear the defensive coordinator in the next booth yelling, "Wrap up! You have to wrap up!"
Bring your feet. 4 points of contact. You hear all those stuff from your defensive coaches. But you know what? Sometimes the guy's just better than you. He makes a play and gets in the end zone.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. To the air, it's Drones. Catch in the middle, it's Holloway. Guys, this is a team that struggled mightily last year, and the entire offseason was built around performing better in ACC play.
Well, they just didn't have the dudes to get it done last year. Didn't have enough talent. But they're a year older. They've gone to the transfer portal. They've done a good job recruiting from the high school ranks. And, David, they think this year they've got the guys they need to win more games in ACC play.
Hey, Coach Palmer, you sound like every coach in the country, right? Like, hey, we restocked, we retooled, we're a year older, we went to the transfer portal. Success is coming. Listen, they got to find a way to get better. They got to find a way in games how to execute, how to finish games. They struggled finishing games a year ago. So I'm looking forward to seeing this, and I love the coach speak, Palmer.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. Breaks the tackle. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
To the 10. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
And he's really proven to this defense that he's just not a one-trick pony. He can beat you through the air, and now he can do this. Now he can take off and scramble, move the sticks, get us first down for his offense. This defense, they're starting to learn pretty quickly. This guy is a talented joker at quarterback.
Wants to throw on first down. Finds his tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Back to throw, it's Drones. He lets one fly deep. Picked off, that's number 15 on the year. He's brought down, a short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
Shows him the stiff arm. It's that hole for 4 and gets it out to the 16.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He's going for it all. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. He's open on the right. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
Well, when you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
And the Gators will have it 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. That's caught, it's Wilson. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
The Gators will keep this drive going.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the first down.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Fires to the big fella. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
The Gators with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Off play action. Bringing the heat. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, and making a big play.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. He'll start this drive firing. Flushed out of the pocket. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off and get what I can get.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Just inside the 40-yard line, it's 1st and 10 from the 39. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks at first down. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run. Now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I want to put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
1st and 10, they're down to the 25. Wide receiver going in motion. Dropping back, it's Drones. Throws to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. To the air on 1st down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen. Clock's running and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Looking to go up top and time's running out in the half. Makes the grab inside the 30. And he just kept running and he ran away from the crowd and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Florida!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
From inside his own 15, looking for room. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Coming from their own 24. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. A little over 20 seconds to play in the half as they take it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Drones. He wants to take the top off. Makes the grab on the left side. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Turns it on down the left side. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Gators!
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a two-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. The give to the tailback. Picks up the first down. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Hokies will kick it away to crank up the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Going to the run to start this second half. Got room at the 35. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Might as well give it to him again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Rides the back on the option to give. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Wilson. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Gators letting this guy do it himself the way Tebow used to do it when he'd pick up steam going downhill and getting first downs.
Yeah, whatever it takes. Man, I mean, I know I have running backs, but when I got quarterbacks that are also...
Oh, he's got some space. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. Few teams improved over the second half of last season as much as Florida. And, Jesse, the biggest reason, the play of the young quarterback, DJ Lagway.
He was just unflappable a year ago, Reese, as a true freshman. We saw that on the field, but even in my time sitting down and meeting with him, he just has a poise and a demeanor and a confidence that you don't see very often in college. This is a different type of dude, and they're expecting him to take the next level, and with that, this program carrying it on their shoulders.
Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Gets it to the back. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and gang tackled.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll keep it on the ground looking for the end zone. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Wants to go up top. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost.
And I like the execution by this defense, understanding where the 1st down marker is. Let him throw the ball short, come up, get him on the ground, forcing a 4th down. Decision time for this offense.
4th and goal from the 3. Let's see what this offense can dial up from here. Trying to barge their way in. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Low man wins. Defense that time on 4th down was expecting run, and you saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
Let's see what they can get going on this drive as they snap it from the 7. Back to pass, it's Drones. Quickly to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
Coming into this one, I thought this guy was going to be a monster. He was going to put up huge numbers. We know this is a big part of the offense week in, week out. The defense has done a great job clamping down on him. That is only his 2nd catch so far in this game.
And that can be frustrating to watch running backs not make plays like a receiver, but they're not a receiver. And a lot of times when they have guys around them, the focus that receivers have it doesn't exist in them. And you could tell just dropped the football, lost a little bit of focus, but I think those footsteps were close enough where he hurt him.
Throws to the tight end. He almost had another one. They've already picked off 3 and just a hair away from number 4 there.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly, and that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the 2nd half to throw any completions.
Man, defensively, this is beautiful. You want them to be aggressive. You got to continue to get stops. You got the lead. Now you give the ball back to your offense again with a chance to salt this away here in the 2nd half.
Slams ahead. Touchdown, Florida! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. No midseason concentration lapse here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And they tacked on the extra point. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Back back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking for a man. It's Drones. Makes the catch.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And the Hokies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Heat. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
And they may have caught the defense napping there a little bit, David, maybe expecting pass on that third down, but because of the back's effort now, fresh set of downs.
And it's so nice to have a guy that you can give the football on these third down situations and feel confident you're going to continue to move the sticks.
Wants to go up top on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Florida 28, Virginia 7.
They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Looking downfield, it's Drones. Got it in the middle, it's Mason.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
The Hokies in a good spot here with second and short. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. And the Hokies pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Fires to the wideout. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, it's a final now in one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable ACC clash. Florida State took care of business and left little doubt in doing so. Kind of felt like how that 2013 Seminoles team, led by Jameis Winston, Devontae Freeman, and Kelvin Benjamin, would just steamroll teams. One thing we can always count on in the ACC is a spirited battle and a game that will make waves all along the Eastern Seaboard.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Back to pass, it's Lagway. Here he goes breaking the pocket. He'll pull it down. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
That's such a gut punch if you're the defense, because you're trailing in this game. You have got to find a way to get off the field on 3rd down, but you can't stop the quarterback scramble. He's just been making plays in this game in critical moments, none bigger than that one right there with the lead late in the game.
And the Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Here comes the heat. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49.
And this is exactly what this offense wants and wants to continue to do. A couple more 1st downs. They just got 2 1st downs. Couple more 1st downs, run the clock with the lead. Great recipe for getting the win.
And the Gators are rolling down the field. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. You just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
The Gators can really attack on this 2nd and short. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. The Gators with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. It's a reverse. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Love the timing on the jet sweep there. The quarterback snapped it at the perfect moment. You can give it right away to the receiver to get outside, get around the defensive end, and start getting upfield.
Calls a timeout here, critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. And the Gators come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Defense in press coverage. They'll try to get outside. A timely pickup to get the first down there, and it took a little something out of the crowd, too.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
The Gators kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They're going to ride this running back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff to teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's ball. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big